A man doesn't just wake up one morning and decide to end the life of a towering maple that has provided shade for generations. No, the decision to fell a tree is a weighty one, born from necessity, not malice. Perhaps the tree has grown too old and its limbs have become a danger to your home, your family, or your prized collection of handcrafted canoes. It might be diseased, a silent sufferer of blight or rot, and its removal is an act of mercy to prevent the sickness from spreading to its woodland brethren. Sometimes, a tree simply stands in the way of progress, a new workshop, a garden for growing your own sustenance, or a clear view of the sunrise over a tranquil lake. Whatever the reason, it must be a good one. This isn't just about swinging an axe, it's about a conversation with nature. Before you even think about starting a chainsaw, you must approach the task with a deep and abiding respect for the living thing you are about to harvest. This tree has been a silent witness to decades, maybe even a century, of life. It has housed birds, fed squirrels, and stood stoically through countless storms. To treat its removal as a mere chore is to do a disservice to its long and noble existence. You are a steward of your land, and sometimes that stewardship requires you to make a difficult, but necessary, cut. Acknowledge the tree's service. Thank it. This isn't some new age mumbo-jumbo. It's about having the right mindset for a job that demands your full attention and respect. The act of felling a tree connects you to a long line of craftsmen, pioneers, and lumberjacks who came before you. They understood the forest. They knew that with every tree taken, another could be planted. This is a cycle, and you are now an active participant. The wood from this tree won't go to waste. It can become firewood to warm your hearth, lumber for a new workbench, or mulch to nourish the soil for future growth. The goal is not destruction, but transformation. You are taking a natural resource and, with your own two hands, giving it a new purpose. This is the fundamental principle of good woodworking and responsible land management, a creed that separates a thoughtful craftsman from a reckless brute. So take a moment, stand at the base of the tree, observe its height, its lean, the way its branches reach for the sky. Understand that this is a significant undertaking. When you are clear on your purpose and have made your peace with the task at hand, then and only then are you ready to begin gathering your tools. This initial contemplation is not a delay, it is the most critical first step in the entire process. It ensures that when the time comes for the saw to sing its song, your mind is as sharp as its chain, and your heart is steady with conviction. This is how you honor the tree, and ensure the safety of yourself and everything around you. Now that your spirit is prepared, it's time to prepare your gear. Showing up to this job ill-equipped is like trying to build a dovetail joint with a butter knife. It's foolish, disrespectful, and downright dangerous. First and foremost, you need a good chainsaw. Don't skimp here. A reliable saw from a reputable brand is your most important partner in this endeavor. Make sure the chain is sharp enough to shave a whisker off a gnat, properly tensioned, and the engine is filled with the correct mixture of fuel and oil. A dull or poorly maintained saw will fight you every step of the way, increasing the risk of kickback and turning a precise operation into a chaotic mess. A sharp saw does the work, you just guide it. Your own body is the most valuable tool you possess, so you must protect it accordingly. This is non-negotiable. You will wear a logger's helmet, complete with a face screen and ear protection. A falling branch, no bigger than your thumb, can knock a man senseless if it drops from a great height. The face screen will guard your handsome mug from flying wood chips, and the ear protection will save your hearing from the glorious but deafening roar of the two-stroke engine. On your hands, you'll wear sturdy leather gloves for grip and protection, and on your legs, you will wear chainsaw chaps. These are pants with layers of ballistic fibers designed to stop a moving chain in an instant. They might feel cumbersome, but they are the only thing standing between your femoral artery and a very bad day. Beyond the saw and your personal armor, you'll need a few other implements of persuasion. A good felling axe is essential, not for chopping the tree down, but for clearing brush around the base and driving wedges. Speaking of which, you'll need at least 2 or 3 felling wedges. These simple plastic or metal triangles are indispensable for preventing the saw from getting pinched in the back cut and for helping to guide the tree's fall in the intended direction. A small sledgehammer or the back of your axe is used to drive these wedges home. You should also have a reliable measuring tape to plan your cuts accurately, and perhaps a rope or a come-along if you need to apply some directional pull, though that's a more advanced technique. Finally, prepare your work site. You need a clear escape route. In fact, you need two. Before you make a single cut, clear away any brush, fallen limbs, or tripping hazards in a 45-degree angle back and away from your planned felling direction. These are your pathways to safety. When that tree starts to go, you will not be casually strolling away. You will be moving with purpose to a predetermined safe zone at least 15 feet away. Having all your tools organized and your area clear allows you to focus entirely on the tree, the saw, and the cut. A cluttered worksite is the sign of a cluttered mind, and a cluttered mind has no place in the felling of a tree. Determining where a tree will land is not guesswork, it is a science. It is the geometry of the woodsman. Before you even pull the starter cord, you must become an expert assessor of your timber. First, stand back and observe the tree's natural lean. Most trees have a slight inclination one way or another, a result of prevailing winds or a quest for sunlight. The tree wants to fall in the direction of its lean. Fighting this natural tendency is possible, but it requires more advanced techniques and carries greater risk. For a beginner, working with the lean is the wisest course of action. Look up at the canopy. Is the weight of the branches evenly distributed, or is it heavier on one side? This too will influence the direction of the fall. Once you have a general idea, you need to pick a precise target. Find a clear, open landing zone, free from other trees, buildings, fences, or your neighbor's prized gnome collection. A good way to confirm your aim is to use the axe handle trick. Hold your felling axe at arm's length, with the head down and the handle pointing straight up. Close one eye and align the handle with the trunk of the tree. Now, without moving your arm, walk in a circle around the tree. The spot where the top of the axe handle appears to touch on the ground is approximately where the top of the tree will land. This simple method gives you a surprisingly accurate estimate of the fall radius, ensuring you have enough room for a safe and clean drop. Now, consider the elements. Wind is not your friend. A sudden gust can push a tree off its intended path with disastrous consequences. If the wind is blowing at anything more than a gentle breeze, postpone the job. This is a test of patience, a virtue every good craftsman must possess. The ground conditions also matter. Is the ground firm, or is it soft and waterlogged? A soft landing zone can cause the trunk to bounce or roll unexpectedly after it hits the ground. Your job isn't over when the tree starts to fall. It's over when everything has come to a complete and final rest. A thorough plan accounts for every variable, from the crown of the tree to the dirt it will soon meet. Finally, establish your retreat. As I mentioned, you need two clear escape paths, each at a 45-degree angle away from the direction of the fall. You do not retreat directly backward from the stump. The trunk can kick back off the stump as it falls, and you do not want to be in its path. Clear these roots of any sticks, vines, or rocks that could trip you. Walk them. Know them. When the moment of truth arrives, and you hear that telltale crackle of wood fibers giving way, you will not have time to think. You will simply move. Your body will follow the path your mind has already cleared. This meticulous planning is the hallmark of a professional. The time for action has arrived. With your plan in place, you will make the face cut, also known as the notch. This is a wedge-shaped cut on the side of the tree facing your desired landing zone. It dictates the direction of the fall and creates a hinge. The classic notch consists of two cuts. First, make a horizontal cut into the tree, about 1/5 to 1/4 of the way through its diameter. This cut should be at a comfortable working height, usually around your waist. Then, make a second, downward sloping cut at about a 45 to 60-degree angle to meet the back of the first horizontal cut. When you remove the resulting wedge of wood, you should have a clean, open-mouthed notch pointing exactly where you want the tree to go. With the directional notch complete, you will move to the opposite side of the tree to make the final back cut. This is the felling cut. It is a single horizontal cut that is slightly higher, an inch or two, than the horizontal cut of your notch. You will begin cutting straight into the tree, aiming to leave a hinge of uncut wood between the back cut and the notch. This hinge is critical. It is the steering wheel for the falling tree. The hinge should be about 1/10 of the tree's diameter in thickness. As you approach the hinge, the tree will start to communicate with you. You'll hear the wood fibers begin to strain and pop. This is your cue to be ready. Do not saw completely through the hinge. That is the amateur's mistake. As your saw gets deep into the back cut, and before the tree begins its fall, stop the saw and insert a felling wedge into the cut behind your bar. A light tap with a sledgehammer will keep the tree from settling back and pinching your saw. As you continue the cut, the tree will begin to lean into the notch. The moment it starts its deliberate, committed fall, you do not stay to admire your work. You kill the saw's engine, set it down, and you walk, briskly, and without hesitation, down one of your pre-cleared escape routes. Turn and watch the magnificent fall from a safe distance, keeping an eye out for any unexpected bounces or breaking limbs. Once the tree is down and all movement has ceased, the work continues. This is called limbing and bucking. Start at the base of the trunk and work your way toward the top, cutting off the branches. Always stand on the uphill side of the trunk so it can't roll onto you. Cut the branches from the underside first, then the top, to prevent them from pinching your saw. Once the trunk is bare, you can buck it into manageable lengths for firewood or lumber. Take your time. The aftermath of felling is often where fatigue sets in and accidents happen. Clean up your branches, stack your wood neatly, and leave the area better than you found it. You have not conquered nature, you have worked with it. Now go inside, clean your tools, and enjoy a glass of fine whiskey. You've earned it.